Hello and greetings to each of you. I'm DeAnthony Rain. I'm the Corporate Account Manager for SSDC supporting all of BEK. I first want to take this opportunity to welcome you to the SSDC Keep Clean virtual food show booth. Of course, this is a little untraditional. I know that we're used to being in a convention center during this time, but I'm actually here in our test kitchen here in Grapevine, Texas. And we're going to go over the cleaning and sanitation program that we typically offer at all BEK food shows. And we're going to talk about, how we're going to be able to navigate through what we call the new normal. There's no shortage in the news in regards to how COVID-19 has left somewhat of a lasting impression on the economy, specifically restaurants and hotels. I think the biggest question that most consumers have is, when is it going to be safe for us to kind of go back? We know that they're hesitant. There's reservations in regards to how people are feeling in going back out into the public to dine or even stay at a hotel. And so we believe that having the right products in place and the right systems and procedures will kind of help assist and minimize those fears that a lot of consumers are having. So regaining consumer confidence together, right? And what we mean by that is that, we don't want you to think that you're in this alone. Whether it's the BEK DSR or the SSDC team, we're here to support you. And we want you to know that, we're just a phone call away. Over the last 4 or 5 months, we've been able to do several different types of trainings, whether it's been via phone or we've done virtual trainings like this to try to help some of the restaurant owners and also hotel operators and healthcare providers to help them understand how to navigate through this, because what we're finding is that people are really needing the information so that they can do their day-to-day operations. So over the past few months, we've been able to conduct several different types of surveys just to try to help us understand what will make people feel safer in places that they dine and also where they stay for lodging. And I have a lot of information that I can share, but I wanted to just touch on a couple different points. And what we found is that guests prefer that facilities, whether it's restaurants or hotels, use a hospital grade disinfectant, more than 68%, right? And mainly because you think about it, when you go to a hospital, most of us think that that is a clean, disinfected, sanitized environment. And so being in a restaurant or a hotel with that same practice will give the consumer a sense of comfort. And then in addition to using a really good disinfectant or a great product, they also want to know that someone from the outside of that facility has been conducting somewhat of a third-party audit. Now, when you think about how we operate today, there's a lot of managers or operators that do internal surveys, audits, and checklists to kind of help with the day-to-day operational efficiency. And oftentimes that can develop tunnel vision, right? Because you're seeing that every day. And the third-party auditing company can offer what I like to call fresh eyes to be able to come in and point out and observe things that they may not be seeing on a day-to-day basis. Okay. We also found out that more than 20% of the health department inspections that were done here over the last 3 or 4 months were not favorable to COVID, meaning that there were practices in place that would actually help with spreading the particular virus. SSDC and BEK has supported our customers throughout this entire journey. Over the last several months when COVID was at its peak, we were very diligent in getting systems put in place, whether it was new products, new training procedures to try to help minimize the spread of COVID. We did a lot of training, specifically virtually like this, with a lot of customers to try to help them understand best practices in order to get their restaurants clean and ready to open back up. Now we're looking at ways that we can elevate the cleaning program, mainly to give consumers a sense of confidence when they go back into these establishments. Because what we're finding is that in order for the consumer to feel more comfortable, we're going to have to take steps to make these facilities cleaner and safer. This is the Odyssey program, and I know that some of you may be familiar with this particular setup, but this is the cleaning and sanitation program that we present at every BEK food show. Very high quality products. They're easy to use, OSHA compliant, and the best thing is that they work. I'm going to break them down here as we move forward, but if you desire to have this system set up in your location, we can set up a dispenser over the 3-compartment sink that will dispense the dish detergent and sanitizer for ease of use.
The SSDC sink dispensing system is a simple, closed-loop system designed to make cleaning tasks in your establishment easier, safer, and more efficient. The system utilizes our patented space-saving SnapPack containers with unique features that provide key benefits. The SnapPack system incorporates closed-loop technology, which prevents spills and eliminates need for personal protective equipment. To install, simply snap each container into the wall-mounted bracket. Each product is color-coded with corresponding caps for ease of use and prevention of chemical cross-mixing. Simply screw on the color-coded cap. The SnapPack bottle is now safe and secure. To change out product, unscrew cap and press lever to release the bottle. The SSDC Sink Right dispensing system ensures accurate and efficient delivery of concentrated product with a turn of a knob. Position the detergent hose and twist the detergent knob on the Sink Right dispenser to dispense warm, perfectly diluted detergent solution into the wash sink bay. Repeat the process to dispense sanitizer solution into the sanitized bay. Fill the center bay with water from the faucet. Use a sanitizer test strip to test sanitizer strength. Make sure bubbles have dissipated from the solution prior to testing. Tear off test strip and submerge in the sanitizer solution for 10 seconds. Use the color chart to ensure proper sanitizer strength. Ideal reading is 200 ppm. Your 3-compartment sink is now completely set up for manual wear wash task.
Super Rave is the dish detergent, and this product here is packed 2 gallons to a case. And once it's connected to the dispenser, it will yield 2,560 gallons of ready-to-use dish solution. The SaniQuad is a sink sanitizer. It can also be dispensed in spray bottles. And this is what you would use in the 3-compartment sink to sanitize your wares. You can use it from a spray bottle or even put it into towel buckets as well for sanitizing surfaces. When we dispense this solution, it is dispensed at the proper parts per million, which is between 200 to 300 ppm, to be in compliance with the health department. Contender, cleaner, and distainer. This is a multi-use product. It can be used in the restrooms, which is my favorite place to use it. I like to apply it to toilets, urinals, sinks. I also use it on the mirrors in the restroom, and it does not streak. You can use it on FRP walls in the back of the house to kind of help brighten and whiten those walls back up. The multi-sheen is a multi-surface cleaner, including a glass cleaner. And so you can use it to wipe down tables, chairs, countertops, and also for glass. Once you open up the front of that box, this is a ready-to-use product, there is a spray bottle inside with a spigot on the box. And you can fill up 19 spray bottles from this particular box here, the same with the inside-out degreaser. Now, the inside-out degreaser is a heavy-duty degreaser that can be used for your heavy-duty cleaning, whether you're cleaning hood vents, wiping down kitchen equipment, fryers, things of that nature. This is for your tough-to-clean tasks, okay? And then we have Track. Track is a floor cleaner that can be used on quarry tile floors, any type of surface that is not sealed. We do have a neutral floor cleaner that can be used if you do have a sealed floor. As we transition into hand care, this is probably one of my favorite topics. And, you know, 2 things that I want to touch on. I want to touch on the new Nexa hand care hygiene program that we have in place, but I also want to touch on the frequency of hand washing. Now, the first part of this is the new Nexa hand care. You know, many of you know we have several different types of hand care that are available in Benny Keith right now, but moving forward, the latter part of this year, this is the new hand care hygiene program that will be available from SSDC. We have a hand soap, and it's a foaming antibacterial hand soap, very gentle on the hands. And then we also have a gel alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Both of these products will be available in Benny Keith later in the year. And then also we have touchless hand soap dispensers along with manual hand soap dispensers. So whatever you decide to use in your location, we will have all of these items available for you later in the year 2020. Now, in regards to hand washing, you know, I like to share this with everyone, is that I want you to think about this. 80% or more of foodborne illnesses and bacteria that are transmitted through these, right? And so hand washing is probably the most important thing that we can do throughout the day in order to help minimize the spread of foodborne illnesses and also any type of bacteria. All right, I can't say that enough. And so if you think about how often you wash your hands throughout the day, keep that in mind, that even if you're in a food service establishment, that you should be washing your hands at least one time per hour or every time you change a task. So in one of the earlier slides, we talked about peroxide, and I wanted to say that this is the particular product that I was referring to. So this is peroxide multi-surface cleaner and disinfectant. This is a disinfectant and it is a glass cleaner, meaning that you can use it on multiple surfaces, tables, chairs, countertops. It kills COVID-19. And so if you don't have this product in use on location right now, you gotta get it. All right, be sure you reach out to your BEK DSR. Did I mention that it kills COVID-19? All right, so it's packed 6 bottles to a case. It's ready to use. It's EPA registered, right? And so once again, if you don't have it, you gotta get it. This is what everybody is using right now, and it will help minimize and eliminate the presence of COVID from touch surfaces that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. So this is another one of my favorite topics, which is automatic ware washing. If you don't have a dish machine in place right now, this is a great tool to help consider raising your efficiency from a labor perspective and maximizing results as far as operational efficiency. And what I mean by that is when you think about the manual dishwashing practice, it takes time to have someone standing in a specific location washing dishes. With a dish machine in place or a ware wash machine in place, someone can come back, load the dish machine, and go take care of other tasks. So this does a couple things for you. It helps you reallocate labor, right? And most importantly, when you're using a dish machine, you're getting consistent results, meaning that you're going to get cleaned and sanitized dishes every single time, right? These dish machines are offered by a lease program. We lease them to the customer. Once the dish machine is installed, we take care of all of the service, right? And so if you have a need for a dish machine or even want to consider getting one and want to ask questions, be sure to reach out to your BEK DSR and they will set up a survey where we can come out and do an on-site survey to see if this would be a fit for you, all right? And if you have your own dish machine, that's not a problem. We do service customer-owned dish machines as long as you are using the products from BEK. I want to first of all thank you for visiting the SSDC Keep Clean virtual food show booth. I know that we shared a lot of information here over the last 10 or 15 minutes, and I hope that some or all was of some value to you. As I mentioned earlier, if you have any questions moving forward, be sure that you reach out to your BEK DSR, or you can contact one of our regional sales managers here at SSDC. And once again, thanks for visiting our booth.